Good morning, and good morning. Greetings from Barbados. Beautiful, beautiful sunrise. You see all of the family here sharing care, love, kindness, affection, everything this morning. It's just beautiful to watch the screen. Don't watch it too much, as you can appreciate. I'm actually taking in everything that you all are seeing here, standing on this cliff. I'm feeling this wind, so it's absolutely amazing. The peace out here, remarkable. As I said in our preamble this morning, this is where I reset life. Anytime that I'm feeling a little bit strange or a little bit wayward, I'll come right down here, the opposite side of the island, drive the furthest point that I need to drive, and that is to witness the peace and serenity of this location. Not just for the sunrise, any time of day, anytime I can pass here, I get the same sensation, the same peace. A beautiful, beautiful morning. All right, I'm going to keep quiet for a couple of seconds. I just want to say our serenity prayer as we watch that sunrise. And then we'll start to shift a little bit as the sun starts to really come into the lens. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Well, I surely love when God throws some clouds into a sunrise. His artistry, amazing. Just beautiful this morning. I'm not sure where you are in this world, but if you're here in Barbados at the moment, you should be outside witnessing this for yourself. If you're overseas, well, we're going to give you the best possible way of seeing it, and that is on the live this morning. Just to let you know, we're also running our 4K again today. So I am running with two gimbals. I'm trying to give you the best quality that I can. Fortunately, YouTube lets us go right up to 4K, so that is why I'm going to run the second gimbal with us this morning. Once again, lots of wind out here, but not nearly as much as there has been in the past. The wind was actually the determining factor this morning. I wasn't sure where we were going when I first got up, and when I checked the winds, seeing they were a little bit lighter, especially on the gusts, I said, well, we definitely going to head over this side. I can't think of a more beautiful way to start back up our week than to come over here and witness this sunrise. Spectacular. I'm on the lowest elevation here in the cliff itself, so I could get you as near to the water so you can appreciate the power and the nature of down here. The beautiful scenery, almost right down to, well, not down to water level, but a lot lower, just to show you where we are. As in, look at this sun though. Let me not even move off of that for a minute. Oh, before I go any further, I want to say good morning to my beautiful darling angel. Welcome on board. It's great to see you this morning. Always a special warmth in my heart when I see you on board. So happy to see you come to join us this morning. Happy to see your schedule allowed you to do so. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Okay, so we are right here on the lower elevation, as I mentioned. We're a little bit back or a little bit down from where you would normally come. When you normally come through for the Animal Floor Cave, you'd be up there by that fat section. That's where you first come beyond the walls, and then you probably take a seat up on the benches. But this morning I thought that we would take a view from here so that we'll actually enjoy the power of all of the ocean and actually see the water coming off the cliffs from this elevation. Just a stunning morning. A long daybreak you all were watching this morning, and that is because I didn't want you to miss any of the pre-dawn. I want you to really experience what it was like. I don't know if all of you watched right through, and some people may have gone off early, but I purposely did that, and that is because I want you to watch the day awaken here, not just to watch the sunrise, but to actually witness what the lights and the difference in the tones appear as the sun begins to come up, and then obviously to see this glorious sunrise. This is spectacular this morning. Just enough cloud that we can look almost directly into it without being blinded. I hope you brought your darkest darker makers as I asked you to do, because we're going to be seeing a little bit more of that. But we're going to work our way up onto the cliff so I can give you a nice 360 on the better elevation. There's a hopping, skipping and jumping on coral heads you can appreciate. There are no hands to ease me if I start to go down, because both of them are gimbaled. Both of them have on camera, so I can be as cautious as I possibly can be. Okay, we're going to go a little further on the edge than where we normally go as well too. And this is so I can give you a really nice 360. Just working our way just a little bit out to the point of the cliff. It's just beautiful this morning. My goodness. Okay, we're going to do our 360 from right here. Enjoy this scenery, guys. Spectacular. As you notice, a lot of thatch roofs are missing off of the tops where these benches are. If you're a regular from this area, you would know that all these poles sticking up had thatch roofs on them. They went through a lot of difficulties when they had the storm that passed there. I think it was in June time. Can't remember the exact time or the exact date, so forgive me again. You know the memory, I already explained to you all about that. Memory has its own defects for sure. But anyhow, they're getting themselves back together. They've done a lot of work on the actual facility again, because they did take a lot of beating out here with that strong storm that passed there. Actually stated there were hurricane force winds as well. So in case you're not sure where we are, in case you've never been here, this is the Animal Flower Cave. We're on the northern tip of Barbados. We've actually driven to the furthest point this morning. When I told our driver where we were going, she said, "Oh my gosh, far drive." Yes, it's true, but to see the beauty, we're willing to go anywhere that we possibly can. The only thing we're not going to do is swim out off the north of this island, because I have snorkeled and I've scuba just off of these cliffs, and I really don't feel any mood to swim out here. Some big boys pass this area, not that I've seen them, but I do know they pass this area. So anyhow, we're not doing any swimming in this area for sure. Just beautiful. As you see, lots of carvings in the cliffs where the wheater matter has been eaten out. Just stunning area. Alright, now this area is perfect for like picnicking and stuff, but please do not bring your coolers out here. Do not bring your food or your drinks. The bar and the restaurant are just inside. You can get everything you want from there, whether it be snacks or whether it be full-blown meals. And I will tell you, the food here is to die for, and I mean that literally. Actually not literally, but you know what I mean. It is incredible, the food that's here. Before I was vegan, I used to come down here for the fish cakes. They're amazing. And then we started to eat more of the vegan style. They do have all those options as well if you would like. So you don't have to have, if you are vegan, you can get your food down here as well. What I would recommend is that you call, how are you going, sir? I would recommend that you call prior to coming though. The last time that I heard, which was a few months back, I think it was in September, they were only open on Wednesday to Sunday. That's the restaurant. However, the cave was open 7 days a week. But I would imagine that has changed now that the peak season has come in. So please give Sue or Manny a call and just check out with them about you know, the days the restaurants open, etc., etc. Also, as you would know, the north swells, if you have been here before, the north or big east swells can affect you actually going into the cave. So I would recommend that you give a call the day before you come down, just to make sure. If you're just coming here, if you're coming on Island Drive, well, it makes no difference, because the beauty is always here. The scenery is always here that you can enjoy. But just always check now, especially with the situation in the island and also all over the world. You know, it's always best to call ahead of time, get reservations if necessary. Just beautiful. I would like to thank Manny and Sue for their kind offer for us to come here and do this video this morning. I don't take this for granted. They could quite comfortably say, "No, Nick, we are not opening that early for you." But I came this morning, chains were down, and I only messaged Sue this morning. I didn't even mention to her yesterday or anything else, but I know they've told me before, come whenever. You know, I've known them for many, many years. I used to work with Ellie Williams Tour Company. Used to do tour guiding down here almost every day and come down to this facility. They only had a little small shuttle house, double-story shuttle house. It's located where the bar and restaurant are now. That you see lined with business cards all on the inside. There was no paint work. It was all business cards that were put up that people brought. There were no outer facilities here. There were no buildings here. There were none of these trees were here. All of these trees here have been grown since they formed this wall above. The wall above that you would have seen originally was done with large pieces of the rollers that come from the electric wires. They were put up originally as wind blocks to let the trees grow, and since then they have been building and adding on to here all the time. It is now a major attraction. Not that it wasn't always a major attraction, but it's not just the cave that is down here that's beautiful, it's everything else. As you can see, this is our mother Sally. They said please don't climb on it. I've actually seen some pictures of people all over her. So they do have the sign up now, please do not climb on her. Last time we were down here, she was wearing a mask. Now she's not wearing a mask. That will tell you that it's a lot better now than it used to be. Or at least we feel that way for sure. No matter where you are in the world, pretty much indicated how to get there. I don't know if you want to travel anywhere or really if you will care where anywhere else is in the world when you're in Barbados. But in case you're wondering where you are in relation to a lot of the places, these have been hinged on with very strong hinges. So they don't blow around and stuff. So they are in the general direction for sure. Now all of these outside facilities here are small sections where you will find souvenirs. The guys actually craft under here. There's a shop here that has all types of souvenirs, t-shirts, etc. directly in front of us. And then beyond that, there's small outdoor bar and restaurant that sells like burgers and things off of the grill. You can also get stuff from there as well. And sometimes when the main restaurant's not open, they'll be in full swing. Again, what you're seeing now are just closed buildings, but the type of souvenirs that hang in these windows and stuff, just mind-blowing. So much work has gone on here, so much money has been put in this project over the last 2 or 3 years. It is unbelievable. I'm sure that any of you that have not been here for 2 to 3 years and have not seen any vlogs of ours or of anyone else's of the Animal Flower Cave, you will be just catching your breath now at the kind of differences that are down here. This car park, very difficult to park in at one time. All big water pools all over the place. It's being leveled and beautified. As you can see, all types of mahogany out there. Maniachi crafts mahogany tables. If you're interested and you're on the island and you want to buy a mahogany table, please get in contact with the wards at the Animal Flower Cave. They are also crafting those mahogany tables. I'll show you them in a minute. This sign has changed since I was here last time. What I'll do is I'll stop for a second. You can always look it up on the website, because they do have a very good website as well. The cave is, as you can see, is padlocked shut right now. When you come up here, you can ask for entry to the cave. You'll pay your entrance fee that you would have read just now on the sign, and you'll be guided with an escort down into the cave itself. Beautiful, beautiful down in there. Absolutely stunning. Now, not very impressive from here, but the stained glass, but I'm going to show you how we look at it through at the sunrise. We'll show you that in a couple of minutes time. But all out here will have cushions, etc. later on today for you to sit anywhere that you want to sit. And again, as I said, souvenir shops will be all open. And these guys are ambassadors. You know, they don't fool around. You know, the service up here and, you know, the quality of the items you get up here are excellent. So if you want to do some souvenir shopping, you're in this area, please come on by. Now the bar is currently closed. So this is where the bar is, and any of the delicious tropical treats that you want, quite easily accessible here. Very easily accessible. I'm going to do it a little bit different today. Take you up on the top deck. We'll look from up there and then we'll work our way down. I'll tell you a little bit more about it. If you have some children with you, there's a little children's playground here as well. So you can, you know, just keep an eye on them, of course. But it is enclosed, so if you have any kids that want to just play around here for a little bit, they also offer that facility as well. I'm not sure how the signal is today because we're feathering a hotspot off of the S21. So I'm hoping that we're getting a good signal, and hopefully it's not being, you know, reduced, that the quality will be down a little bit. All right, this is their upper deck on top of the bar area that we just looked at. From here, well, pretty soon you won't be able to see too far with these trees that are coming up, but you can still see the beautiful landscape. I'll take you a little further over here. A lot of glare, but you'll still see the lovely landscape of the north of the island. Just beautiful. From here, we're going to overlook the restaurant area, and then we're going to go back down in a minute. This is their tanning deck, if you please. I think it's also a beautiful spot just to hang out, but it's very hot up here. I will tell you, if you're coming here to tan, be an experienced tanner. Beautiful mural here as well. Now you will notice everything up here is themed with whales, and that is because between February and the end of April, there are whale sightings up here. We actually have a lady, Miss Simpson, that comes here every year and monitors them. And because a whale's tail is like a fingerprint, she's actually been able to ID the same whales that return every year. So it's like a popular area, you know. It's like all of you guys, all of you want to be here. Whales want to get a piece of Barbados as well. But you can also call Sue again. Sue will be happy to give you any information. You know that they're not just opening a bar. They're full of service. They're ambassadors. They will welcome your questions. But as I said before, the visiting for whales will be anywhere between February and the end of April. That is the usual thing. I guess there's sightings outside of those times as well. This is called Horseshoe Bay, the section here. When these swells are really big, the swells hit this cliff and go 30, 40 feet into the air. I'm going to see if I can lock this and maybe show it a little bit more down below. Let me see if I can do that. Right, so there you go. But you should see here when it's really pumping, when these swells are up and it's really cranking, just beautiful. So you can see it's a world away from everything else. Very unlike anywhere else that you'll find on the island, for sure. I like this as, I don't like to say it is my favorite attraction on the island, but it is most definitely my favorite in this section of the island or along the east coast. And for me, it is my reset for life. So that will tell you how special this place is. Now, we had talked about the stained glass before. We can have a look at it from this side here. I love to look at it with the sun coming up behind it. Good morning, Governor. How are you going? You want to say hi to the world? Everybody waving at you and saying hi?
Hello, world.
Beautiful, man. Thanks very much, man. Yes, sir. And your name is?
Andrew Headley.
Andrew Headley. Thanks, man. I'm Nicholas, and we're the EMC, and everyone is going to be greeting you in a few minutes' time. Are you on Facebook?
No.
Well, no problem. I'll talk to you later on, though.
Okay,
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, so this is stained glass. Now, all the stained glass here was made and brought into the island by a Canadian lady that used to travel here very often, and she brought bit by bit each time she came. This is a beautiful display of stained glass here. Again, all of it is themed after the whale, and that is because obviously the whale sightings. Remarkable. But I like to view these here, especially at sunrise, because you can really look through them and see the colors and the details that have gone into these. Amazing work. Absolutely amazing work. Beautiful, beautiful animal flora cave. I'll tell you, my angel, she's on here. I know that. I saw her this morning sending out some love and hearts. And I will tell you, bring her here and she will not want to leave for the day. She loves down here, just like I do, and anyone else that I know that's ever been here. Now, this restaurant is all new. When I say new, last 2 years, maybe 3 years I started working on it. I can't remember the exact time, so forgive me if I'm a little bit off by a month or anything like that. But it was a few months amongst friends, nothing at all. You know, bars, restaurant is right here. Everything seating on the inside or seating on the outside. As you will notice, all of the structure here has been tied in with brass ties, reinforced ropes, etc. And that's because they get intense winds down here. You know, many times you will find down here getting storm force gale winds, even when the rest of the island is not experiencing it, because it's right on the northern tip. So you can see that all of these structures have been reinforced and tied in. Just beautiful. And the tables and the chairs just look right. You know, you walk into somewhere and everything looks as though it's fitting like a glove. That's what here is like to me. Beautiful. Now, on normal conditions, unless it's heavy rains, these windows are open, and here's like an air conditioning unit right now. It is cool. And I don't know how to mention what peaceful. What I'm going to do is for a couple of seconds, I'm going to walk and just keep quiet and let you get a feeling of what it's like down here right now in Barbados. You can call me biased because I don't mind if you do, but I haven't eaten all over the world. I'm not a traveler, say I've traveled worldwide, because that would be a lie. But I have done quite a bit of traveling, and I have never sat in any restaurant in this world that's been more beautiful and scenic and feels as peaceful as this one here. And that is a gospel truth. Absolutely beautiful. Now around Christmas time, you'll see they still have up their Christmas tree. Now this is what I was striving for, but they have done this here. Almost every year I've seen this one or a similar one up, but it's all done with the woods and driftwoods and stuff that has been collected from the place. These little ornaments you're seeing, like the little chattel homes and stuff, they're actually the ones that are being sold in the souvenir shop here. All types of ornaments and chattel homes and creative tropical designs. Now this table here, very unusual, but this is what we like to call the master table. This here is crafted by Manny himself. This is out of an old piece of mahogany. And I would like to say, as I said before, if you get the chance to come down here and eat, you know, or if you want on a mahogany table, get in contact with the wards, because they do design them from mahogany pieces that they're finding around the place. Just beautiful. We're going to take you on this section here so you can understand and appreciate what it's like to eat in this area. Fishermen down here find a lot of them on the cliff. Fishing lines are used down here, look like ropes. Catch some big fish off of this area here. You know, the big boys pass by here, as you can appreciate. This is the northern tip of the island. Water out here is very deep. As soon as you go off this cliff, drops off to like 20-30 feet deep, etc., and gets deeper in the darker areas, as you can see. But I really want to bring you out on this section here. As you know, we lost the live video a little while back, but that's a separate entity. We're now running 4K out here. So we can take a look in at all of these surrounding areas and the beautiful scenery that's just off of this restaurant itself. Absolutely spectacular. There's nowhere like this in the island. I mean, I'm talking about Clifton area as far as I'm concerned. It is a beautiful location. And while watching from here, you can imagine how exciting it is. I shared a joke a little while ago about how my angel and myself had come over here to do some whale watching, and we went back home after being unsuccessful, and no sooner than we get home than up popped a live broadcast from down here by Facebook saying whale sighting. So it was not to be, but we had an amazing time over here, as we always do every time we come to this section of the island, and also to Animal Flora Cave. Just beautiful facility. Just stunning. So tell me where else in this world you can take a seat like this here and look at this type of view just from where you're eating. Just beautiful. Not only is the food down here amazing, the service is excellent. Not a promotion, not an advertisement. As always, I just like to give you all my impressions of where I have been and what I have experienced in the island. You know, there's no promotion for this here. There's nothing coming back from this here but giving the joy and the happiness and the beauty that I am seeing and sharing it with all of my friends and family and loved ones. Just beautiful. I like to come here when there's no one around so that we can experience the peace and quiet of this location. I'm going to let you look at the same cliff area because we have a little surge coming through, so you can appreciate the power of nature. And you can understand that when you're seeing water spouting 30-40 feet above this cliff, or going up 30-40 feet above this cliff, you can appreciate how big those splashes and how powerful it would be to get to that height from here. Stunning. So if you think the north of the island is a dead spot and a place that you don't need to come, please think again. You've seen it this morning for yourself. That's if you've not been here before, because I don't know many people that have never been to Animal Flora Cave. I know there are a lot of them that haven't been since these refurbishments have gone on and since this whole renovation has gone on. So I'm sure that you all can come over and enjoy this again. It is just beautiful. More work seems to be going on here. I'm not too sure what they're doing. Not really too sure. I see the wall has gone up. That is new since we were here last time. The leveling, I see there's a level as well there, so I don't know if they're extending the actual area here. You can see the level rope is going across here, and this whole set of works going on. Never ending work here at the cave. They're always looking to do something new, always something to lift it up and bring a better product to you. These folks are not just offering a business, they're offering something they're passionate about. This has been in this family for a long time, and Manny is now finally, and Sue have finally been able to, put some stuff together to offer you a world-class product. So if you're looking for something like this, come and visit this side of the island. Please don't stay in the south, take a trip over to the north. It is worth it. Just combine this with some other places like Little Bay and Cove Bay, etc., and your northern section, this island, will be one of your best trips, I am sure. I hope you all have had an amazing morning with me. Once again, thank you to Manny and Sue for their kind permission and for the opportunity to come over here and broadcast with you all this morning. I hope you all have had a fantastic time. What I can do is maybe walk the cliff a little bit more, maybe try and get a little bit out there, but if we do get disconnected, remember what we stand for. We stand for peace, love, kindness, care, compassion. All of the things are positive in life. The light that we follow may be very different, but our journey is very similar. We just want the best in life. We want to bring the best that we can for everyone around us. We want to bring the peace and the harmony that we experience in these rooms to everyone that we come in contact with today. Remember, there are going to be many that are not interested, but the one that is interested, the one that you can help today to have a better day and bring the peace and love and kindness to them, that is the reward. Anyone, if you can save one person today or bring one person into positive thoughts or light, then you have conquered what you've been asked to do this morning. So just take care of yourselves, love yourselves, be kind to yourselves, forgive yourselves. God forgives you. You don't have the right not to forgive yourself, so forgive yourself. God will take care of you. He's going to forgive you. All he asks is that you do better today than you did yesterday. You've seen we have a brand new day, we have a brand new light. Just follow that. I hope you all had a fantastic time. I'm going to continue a little 4K a little bit, maybe do a little bit more in the restaurant, not much more, but may add that up. But either which way, thank you so much for joining me today on this beautiful trip over to the north of the island, the absolute north extreme of the island, the Animal Flower Cave in the parish of St. Lucy. I love you all. Just remember, you're one of God's children. He loves you. So if he loves you, you've already been in the right start. Have a great day. Have a fantastic time. Take care.